Well, good day everyone, and thank you for coming back to the next video. Guys, I'm going to take you back 3 years ago, March 27th, 2018. There was a Swedish boy, an 8-year-old boy, who had a vision of the rapture, the catching away. And his father uploaded a video from his own website. I think it's Trinity Right or Rect website. And the boy had the vision on a Tuesday. It was the Tuesday prior to Resurrection Sunday, Holy Week. And the father misinterpreted the boy's vision and said that the vision would be that particular weekend, like the April 1st date. So the father took the video down, but luckily, thankfully, somebody, for his glory, kept it up. So we do have this memorialized on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of this, the video the father put up.
I'm recording this to translate for my son's vision, to try to describe what he saw in his vision given by Jesus. On Friday. On Friday we will be at our houses. And then at 7 o'clock in the morning in Sweden. Then everybody will be taken to this mountain, not on top of it, but at the ground by the sand.
So I'll leave a link so you guys can download this, and if you want to listen to it again. But I had a document I created years ago to actually memorialize this boy's dream. Let me go ahead and pull that up, and you guys can download this. Now I have updated this document as of today, but I want to go ahead and just read real quickly what the boy said. He said that he had a vision where Jesus told him that on a Friday at 7 a.m. in Sweden time, there would be a departure of people from their homes supernaturally and taken to the base of a mountain in Egypt, where the people would stand at the base of the mountain in the sand. The boy had a drawing of the mountain that appeared to show snow at the top of the mountain, but the boy says there was no snow at the top of the mountain. But he drew it anyway. And so there must have been something at the top of the mountain that caught the boy's eye, because he drew that shape up there. Then he said the people would be standing in the sand. So with that, I've always been confused about this mountain in Egypt, because I thought it would be Mount Sinai, but Mount Sinai is actually in Saudi Arabia. So I was always confused about this. Like, how can this really be a mountain in Egypt? Because Mount Sinai would be the mountain we would go to, because the children of Israel were called to that mountain when they left Egypt. So I was just thinking that had to be the pattern. But that isn't the pattern. God has something else up his sleeve. So this morning I received an email from another fellow watchman. Her name is Sabine Vlaming, and she had the inclination to tell me that she thought that the mountain in the little boy's vision was actually the pyramid at Giza. And it makes perfect sense for a couple things. First off, this is a mountain. It's in Egypt. It does have sand at the base of the mountain where the people would be called to. And it has this strange this shape on top where this, it looks like the snow that the boy drew. But the boy said it wasn't snow, but he felt led to draw it anyway. So that really struck me as being truthful here. Like, this little boy actually saw that this mountain, this pyramid, was what he was seeing in his vision. The other thing is that Sweden time and Egyptian time have the same time zone, which I found interesting. So the Lord selected a Swedish boy in the same time zone to have this vision. So if you recall the details of this vision, the people would be called to the base of the mountain. The people were asleep, they'd be awakened, and they'd be taken to the mountain, and they would stand in the sand. Then they would receive a message about the coming rapture on the third day, which would be Sunday. And then there would be an earthquake, and the mountain would crumble. To me, this would seem that the pyramid at Giza would be crumbling. And a lot of people have thought that this pyramid is sort of a satanic icon would be crumbling. And I thought, could that possibly refer to the fact that the Lord would be taking his first step in taking the planet back from that symbol that we have on the back of the $1 bill, and it's also a popular Masonic symbol. There would be 2 hours given for the people to hear the Lord's plans for the coming rapture on Sunday. And I was thinking that could possibly be the fulfillment of Amos 3:7, where it says, "The Lord does nothing without revealing his secret plans to his servants, the prophets." The people at the mountain would go back to their homes for the rest of the day Friday and all day Saturday, and they would witness to others, warning them of the third day, the snatching away that would occur on a Sunday. And then the young man said on Sunday, he didn't say what hour, that in people's houses, it would become very bright inside for the people who were leaving, who were being raptured. And everyone who would be leaving in this departure would become like a ghost, and they would appear like a spirit, and they would start to float up through the ceiling of the house or the dwelling. He says these people would continue to be lifted up through a light beam. He kind of drew that here. A light beam, and they would go up high in the sky. He says at some point they would come to like a crossing point of some kind. And I added like the edge of a river, like the river of life in heaven. He says the boy didn't know what the crossing was, but it reminded me of the Israelites under Joshua crossing the river Jordan and entering into the promised land. But of course this time heaven would be our promised land. He says, as the people were passing through this unknown area, which could be the river of life, the people would become transformed into a body that is very new and beautiful. The people would look like angels, he said. The people would be better looking than they have ever looked on earth. They would also be dressed very nicely, as if they were going to some type of fancy gathering, like that great banquet in Luke 14. He said after the people crossed to the other side, they were in heaven where Jesus and God were. The boy said that this would be the first of 3 raptures that would occur over 7 years. Okay, and you guys can read the rest of this. There's not much left. But I wanted to make light of the fact that the boy received this on March 27th. Ron from Jesus Rules, he posted a prophetic word on March 26, 2018. That literally has the same ingredients as the boy's vision. It mentions the river. He says, you would enter a river of life to be cleansed of all your bad memories. You will laugh like never before as joy overtakes you. He says, my angels shall assist you in the transition to become a heavenly citizen as you walk the streets of heaven. So, Ron's word, received on March 26th, he lives in California. The boy lives in Sweden, halfway around the world from California. He receives essentially a vision of the same event. So you have to look at that and think there is a connection here. There's no way that this is just a coincidence. So with that, guys, this is probably the 3rd video I've done of the Swedish boy's rapture vision. I refer to it a lot on my channel. It occurs on a Friday morning at 7 a.m. And surely this Friday would be a wonderful day for this to occur. So with that, guys, you guys can download this document. You can click on this link to go to the video for the boy, or you could click on, I'll add a link for Ron's video also to see his prophetic word. You could just download it here. With that, guys, I'll let you go. Have a great day, and God bless you.